Grayson, don't forget to study your multiplication facts, buddy.
Okay. 7 times 7 is 48. 49. 7 times... Flashcards are so boring. That's why I created Loot. I have never liked memorizing multiplication facts, but I have always loved board games. Teachers and parents get tired of having to use flashcards and drills on their kids. Loot solves all of these problems by having a fun way to practice multiplication facts and increase math fluency. To create the game, I used a combination of physical and digital tools. I designed a logo using a pirate-themed font and Photoshop elements. Let's take a look at the board. Here we have the board, and here is where all the tokens start, and here's where they end up. And there are all different kinds of spaces around the board. I found all of the images for the spaces in Google search. So, this is the plundered space. It's an empty treasure chest, and that means you have to give one of your gold tokens to another player of your choice. Here is the lost space. It is a broken compass, and that means you have to lose a turn. Here's the pilfer space. That means you take one piece of gold from another player that you choose. And here is the loot space. The vast majority of the spaces on the board are loot spaces. And it's an X marks the spot. And that means you have to answer a multiplication question. Squid Lip Sid ate 9 squid a day. How many squid would Squid Lip Sid have eaten in 4 days? Alright, so this requires a higher level of thinking skills, so it gets you 2 pieces of gold. If you can't do that and you have to have the straight up multiplication facts, which is the hint, you only get 1 piece of gold. And we have the answer down here at the bottom. And here are the tokens, and one of the 5 tokens, and it is a metal skull and crossbones glued onto a wooden painted checker. And here are the loot pouches for putting your gold in. And I tested my game by playing it with my family and with friends at school. Even though I did not actually see it happen, I realized that you could go through the whole game without answering a single question. Therefore, I added the rule that once you got to the end, you would have to answer a final question to win. My target audience is teachers and parents. Teachers would use loot in classrooms in math centers. Parents would use it for family game night or homeschool. If loot were really manufactured, expansion decks could be purchased individually for topics such as addition, subtraction, grammar, etc. My parents posted about loot on Facebook, which triggered other parents to comment that they wanted their kids to use loot too, because they had the same problem. I would like to manufacture and sell loot to help all of the kids like me who don't ever want to touch a flashcard again. Loot, the game where knowledge is treasure.